Welcome to Vision Plus and welcome back to this S.4 Mathematics. We are looking at differentiation and method 1 is dealing with powers and coefficients. Example 1, we are given expressions or curves and they have negative powers. Others have fractional powers. So let's see how we can differentiate them. Part A, we are given y equals to x power negative 4 plus 2 x power negative 2 plus 1. Let us differentiate this function applying the concept of powers and coefficients. So simply we shall say dy dx equals to, remember here we have an original coefficient of 1. So we shall say 1 times, then we lower the power, which is times negative 4. The power is negative 4. And then we say x. Now the new power becomes the old power minus 1. So the old power is negative 4, but minus 1 to get the new power. We have differentiated the first term. Then we say plus. Second term, we have here 2. So we shall say 2 times, we drop the power, which is negative 2. Then we say x. Now the new power becomes the old power, which is negative 2 minus 1. Okay? Now we have differentiated the second term. Then plus. 1 is a constant. When we differentiate 1, we get 0. Then we simplify. 4, 1 times negative 4, that is negative 4x power negative 5. Negative 4 minus 1 is negative 5. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So this sign changes to negative. Negative 4x. Negative 2 minus 1, negative 3. And plus 0, it makes no difference. So this is the answer for part A. As simple as that. And now going to part B. In part B, we shall apply the same concept. Part B, we are given a function or an expression y is 5x power half minus 3x squared. So let us differentiate this applying the same concept of powers and coefficients. So dy dx becomes, we have 5 times, we drop that power. So 5 times half x. Now the new power becomes the old power, which is a half, minus 1. We shall always be subtracting 1 from the old power to get the new power of x. So we have differentiated the first term. But minus 3 times, drop the power, minus 2 x or 2 minus 1. Then we simplify. This here gives us 5 out of 2. Or you can write it in decimal as 2.5. It is the same. X power. What is a half? Minus 1. Half minus 1 is negative half. So that is x power negative half. And then minus 3 times 2 is 6. X power 1, which is the same as 6x. So that answer is correct. Or in case you don't want your negative power to be up, then you can apply the laws of indices. This is the same as 5 out of 2 x power half minus 6x. This is correct. This is also correct. What is x power half? X power half is the same as root of x. So you could find somebody has the answer as 5 out of 2 root of x and then minus 6x. This is also the same. Or you can write this or that. And that is the solution to part B. Now going to part C. Part C we are given y equals to 6 out of x squared plus 1 out of x. Let us differentiate this. One thing that I must tell you is that it is very difficult to differentiate a variable when it is on the denominator. And x here is the variable and it is on the denominator. It is very hard to differentiate. So What can we do? We simply apply the laws of indices and we make it a numerator, so that y here becomes 6x power negative 2. Remember the laws of indices. Remember those laws. I will not go deeper right now. In case you are not acquainted with it, please, you can go and watch our S.4 Mathematics. Plus x power negative 1. Now from here, this is now easier for us to differentiate y because the variables are on the numerator. Therefore, the y dx becomes, we shall have 6 times, we lower the power, which is negative 2. Then we say x. Now the new power becomes the old power, which is negative 2 minus 1. And then we say plus. Come to this term. The original one here. We have 1 times, we drop the power. That is times negative 1. X. Now the new power becomes the old power, which is negative 1 minus 1. And then you simplify from here. Now on simplifying, 6 times negative 2, that is negative 12. X. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Negative 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. So this sign changes to minus. X. Negative 1 minus negative 1 is negative 2. This is the answer which is correct. If you want to have positive powers, then you can put them down. So that here we have negative 12 out of x cubed minus 1 out of x squared. And then this is the solution to part C. And that is the upward to example 1. When you have negative